Today, we're in Ozark, Missouri, and right behind me is a small cave. We're here to investigate the former war caves and learn about all the history that happened here. We'll be traveling almost 2,000 feet down to figure out how the soldiers walked this place almost 200 years ago. So we first walk in and start with a 6-minute presentation about all the history that happened here. Now, I don't know why I agreed with this because I did not pay attention at all, as you guys can see in these clips. But as we continue this presentation, I learned that Egbert Vincent Brown decided that other forts needed to be built around Springfield. And the reason why the forts were built is for the soldiers and their horses to live there and guard the road to Springfield.
My name's Kevin, and your name's?
My name's Caleb.
Well, it's good to meet you. This right here is where we're going to start. We're going to step off here and we're going to head that way.
Oh my gosh. This is giving me As Above, So Below vibes. Oh my gosh. Guys, I'm actually in As Above, So Below right now. Here we go. I'm stepping up right now. Oh my gosh, I'm about to crawl. Oh my goodness gracious. I hit my hand. No turning back. This is absolutely crazy. Guys, I'm actually in like As Above, So Below. Oh my gosh.
That's the last electric light in the cave there. See those rocks up on the wall here?
Yeah.
Right here beside you, this is called chert, C-H-E-R-T. That's the hard flint-like silicon-based rock the natives made their stone tools out of. When they would heat treat this, it'd come out a pinkish color. It's a real good quality. You ever notice how it sounds like glass when you're walking in the street in the Ozarks?
Yes.
It basically is glass. It's the same material glass is made of.
What?
That's what they made their stone tools, their arrowheads, spear points, knives, and stuff.
Look, history class lesson. I'm nervous, guys. Oh
no. In case you wondered how high the water gets when it floods, don't worry about it. Just fill the room up. I've never been down here when it was up that high.
Yeah, hopefully not.
That noise is why we wear our helmets.
Oh my gosh.
That's one of those bristly cave crayfish. You can see they don't have any eyes. Now they do have an optic nerve, and the reason they've got that is to make sure they don't go out in the light. Without any skin pigment or anything, they wouldn't survive. But we've got a lot of them in our cave. As you can see, they got the long antennas, and you can see the bristles all over them. That's why they got the term bristly.
That is scary.
And you can see, you really can see through them. They really are translucent.
No way. Can I touch them?
You can. There you go. He will grab you.
That's wild.
They're only found in 9 counties in Missouri and Arkansas. They've been doing a lot of studies in this cave. Matter of fact, there's a record of that crawdad being found in Smollen's Cave in 1863.
And that leads us to our next subject, Joseph Shelby. Joseph Shelby was a journalist in 1863, and that's the year Joseph Shelby came from Arkansas and burnt Camp Brown to the ground in Missouri. Joseph had something called the Shelby's Brigade, and they traveled over 50,000 miles through Missouri, inflicting over 1,000 casualties on Union forces and capturing or destroying an estimated $2 million worth of damages. And in the same year, Joseph Shelby found his way to the Swollen Cave, and he studied the white crawfish we just seen a second ago, which is kind of crazy to think about, that same man was in the cave that I'm in right now.
All right, now right here is where we're going to get the wettest. We want to try to avoid touching that if we can. If you have to keep from falling, well, we'll not hold it against you.
Here we go. Oops, okay. Guys, comment below if you guys think we should go to the catacombs in Paris. Be this 2.0.
Here's more of that chert, and the water comes out of that bedding plane I've been talking about. That carbonic acid hits in one spot enough, it softens that. Our caves aren't really washed out. They're that solution, calcium. Well, did you ever have that happen yet?
Yeah.
It's going to happen more often. You'll notice it. You hit about 50, it just kind of accelerates.
Oh my gosh. Wait, is that a lizard all the way down here?
That is actually a cave salamander, orange with black spots.
Oh my gosh.
Now you know where they got the color scheme. A little bit back there, but this right here is clay. Remember that water roars over this all the time, and that water, obviously this is a really good quality cave. Clay. Here's 65, and that's not 1865, I'm sure, but 1965, that's a long time ago. And if you think about the water running over this as many times as it has, that is a really good quality of clay.
Oh my gosh.
It's also used for pottery, and some people used it for makeup and different things. Break it off and then you haul it out, then you process it. They'd purify it as best they could, probably run it through screens and stuff. They'd form it back together and go ahead and bake it. This right here, we call this the Neapolitan. 3 flavors of chocolate when you look at it from the other side. I like ice cream.
Hey, same here.
Now the ceiling's not getting lower, the floor's getting higher as we go.
Oh my gosh,
And
guys.
the cave actually gets a little wider here and there.
This is a scene from As Above, So Below. Speaking of something scary, one of the biggest YouTubers is Groovy Gavin.
Right behind me is the Conjuring House.
There are ghosts in ghost towns. We found them. They're all over the place.
Are witches real?
I messaged him a minute back and I told him how many followers I need to do a collab. I tried to use my Snapchat to make it more quicker to do a video. He got back to me and he said I gotta get 500K to do a video with him. So imagine me and Groovy Gavin do a duo collab on an urban legend. So make sure you guys subscribe and we can go investigate something scary.
We're gonna go about another 100 feet, but it's not gonna be very quick. Now this is that clay, you can feel it.
Whoa, yeah. Oh my gosh. It was getting tight now. Goodness gracious. Oh, then we should have done this.
This right here we call the mushroom. Right there, you see there's a stem underneath there.
Oh my.
That's normal water level, that's just a little bit high. Notice it's waxy and shiny.
Yeah.
Did you notice our cave formations? They're different. You don't see this in our cave very often because there's such a massive area of water that comes flowing in from the sides that it doesn't always have water flowing over. They'll have different areas and they kind of switch back and forth.
Oh my god.
This right here consistently has a water source seeping over it and depositing minerals. And the calcium carbonate, that deposited mineral, when it dries, it crystallizes. What that means is they only grow part-time. Beyond this, well, at 1,400 feet, you can still stand up.
What?
Well, if you're short. Back there, there's a room, kind of go underneath the ledge, and you'll pop up on the other side, and that Z is where so much stuff collects. We call it the bone collector. First time we got there, there's prehistoric bones just laying everywhere in the cave back there.
That's scary. The real cave now. Oh my gosh. Holy moly. Oh, it does get bigger right there. Guys, I'm on my knees right now, to be honest. Oh my gosh. That's the ceiling right there. Oh my gosh. Okay. Hey, it does get better right here. Wow, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I know claustrophobic people cannot do this. This is the closest I've been to like squeeze tight. Oh my gosh. This has to be the craziest video I've done. I've never done anything this wild. We gotta go to Paris and do the catacombs now. Just imagine how crazy that would be. Big 18, go to the catacombs and just get lost. No, I'm playing. Right now, we're about 1,500 feet down the cave. I can tell you guys the oxygen level has to be pretty low. I'm not lying, bro. I'm having such a hard time breathing. And like, it's like, it feels like, bro, the air feels way different. Like, the air has a taste. People were exactly where I was over 200 years ago writing these. The Indian was right here where I am right now, writing these historical stuff. And I'm over here making a YouTube video about it. To me, that is actually crazy. It's like a froze thing in time. Me personally, that's what I find crazy. You can tell it's cold in here because you can literally see my breath. I think we're gonna go a little bit farther and see what's over there. Oh, you guys go down, it's like getting too shallow. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. Gosh, there's a cricket right there. I just gotta go a little bit further. Oh, easy strategy right here. Guys, I'm out of breath. Taking a little rest. What the heck? Whoa, oh my gosh, there's like, oh, this is the bone place. Wait, no, it's not. Yeah, it is. Oh my gosh, come over here.
We call it the bone collector. First time we got there, there's prehistoric bones just laying everywhere in the cave back.
Holy heck. Whoa, is that a shark tooth? Whoa, that's all bones. If you get close, it's all like bones. Oh my gosh. That's a seashell. Oh my gosh, this is absolutely crazy. We are so deep in this cave. It's gonna take so long to get back. I forgot this entire time. Like the farther we go, we've been so low for so long. Then we're gonna go all the way back and climb all that again. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is the last video. I'm just gonna, oh my gosh, is that an animal? Oh my gosh, it's an animal. Okay, he's coming to me. Gosh, I gotta get out of here. I think I found like charcoal or coal.
You know, it's hard telling. It could be carbon out of like an old electric motor or something.
Really?
Yep.
That's crazy. It was just right there on the floor.
There's a lot of things it could be.
That is insane.
It could be charcoal from a little fire up top or something. There's no telling. The Osage out in Oklahoma, they firmly believe that Bigfoot is out there and they'll actually go hunting Bigfoot. But they used to take drives through all the hills telling you all these folklore stories about Bigfoot. The sheriff actually run Bigfoot into this cave at one time, he said.
Whoa. Now that leads us to our next subject, Bigfoot. After doing research on Henry Schoolcraft as well as Joseph Shelby, I would have never thought that Bigfoot would have come out of my mouth. But here's a story. The story starts many years ago when the local sheriff supposedly ran Bigfoot into the Smiling Cave. And it's crazy because there's not one single proof of evidence of this, given how crazy the standards are. Maybe the government tried to hide this from us, and they succeeded. We just may never know.
There's a newspaper article about it and everything. There was a police report and everything.
So Bigfoot was in this cave at one time, hypothetically.
Hypothetically, yeah. And there's a couple of young men, they're older now, but they talked about when they camped over the cave one day, and of all things, they thought they saw Bigfoot. And they had 22s, and they shot at him.
No way.
I'm not sure what you think. If Bigfoot was real and you were shooting with a 22, I think you wouldn't be much. Did you hit him? We don't know. That's what I probably did.
That is crazy that this cave, hypothetically, had Bigfoot in this cave.
Guys, I'm talking to the mic. Tell me he does not walk like the guy from As Above, So Below, like the ghost guy that disappears mid-movie.
Now, unfortunately, this is the walk out of the cave. While walking back, I thought to myself on how beautiful the cave actually is. Throughout all the different places, with it being a water or a super tight spot, this was still one of the most beautiful and crazy adventures I've went on. Maybe I got scared a few times and questioned if I wanted to continue, but the curiosity made me keep going. And all the different environments was so worth it. But my favorite part of the cave had to be when it was nothing but crawling. I don't know if it was the adrenaline rush, but it felt like I was in a movie. But I don't advise people to do this because it did get scary at some points along the way. But if somehow I was asked to come back and do it all over again, I would absolutely do it all over again and see what's new that I didn't discover. It is getting pretty cold.
You have a lot of salamanders in here?
There's a little gal did surveys for a year. She came in and caught all of them she could find. She'd tattoo them, weigh them, measure them, and release them. And then she'd come back and recapture. But every month she came, and there was sometimes she'd catch about 200 salamanders. She'd have to process all this. Sometimes she had to come back the next day.
Oh my gosh.
There's so many animals in the Ozarks and we don't know a whole lot about it. It's like those crawdads, they don't even know how long they live.
What?
Salamanders, cave animals, there's not a lot of them, there's not a lot of studies done. But slowly but surely they're learning a little more all the time. They're still studying these bristly cave crayfish. Some people suspect they live as much as 100 years, but nobody knows.
No way. Oh my gosh, it's dark outside. No way. It feels like, oh my gosh. No way it's dark outside. So if you don't mind me asking you, how much does a cave like this cost?
It took everything we had on the table for a down payment. She was homeless and I was in hot water if it didn't work out. Literally, she didn't have a home and we didn't really have a place fit to live here. It took a while to get it up and going, really. It was something worthwhile. Some things are worth risking everything.
Yes, I believe that too.
But our interest isn't necessarily the cave. It's people are more important. It's a neat place to meet and visit with people all the time.
I've never been inside a cave, so my first cave experience was like 100 out of 10. Alright guys, this is the end of the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And don't forget, I'm trying to take a collab with one of the biggest urban explorers on YouTube. His name is Groovy Gavin. I'll put him up on the screen right here. I texted him. He said I had to get 500,000 subscribers on YouTube and then we can do anything together. So make sure you guys hit the subscribe button and I'll catch you guys on the next Explorer.